Hello. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create customized letters to send out to clients or to send out to people you work with in an organization. So supposing you work in an educational institution like I do, and you have to send out letters to your students, for example, for um, internship opportunities or for anything of that sort. This is how you're going to go about it. First of all, there is the mail merge function in Word that is used for some of these things. I have a separate video on how to go about that. This one is an automated one. There is a code that it works on, and everything has been done. I've put the whole folder I've been working with in the description box. So in the folder, after extracting the folder, you're going to have something like this: PDF docs, Word docs, VP models. First of all, to work with such data or such letters or such mail merge functions, we need a database. And the database could be an Excel file, it could be a access file, it could be an SQL file or anything of that sort. So this is my database. I have the first name, last name, address, city, contacts, email address of the people I'll be sending out these letters to. So now let me show you the things you need to do in this Excel sheet or in this database you have. We need these three headings in the database because of the code we are working with. The doc folder, PDF folder, file name. Please don't change anything in the heading. If you can change the other heading lines in the database, but leave these ones there. There should be a doc folder, PDF folder, and file name. So the doc folder is where you would want your final documents or final letters to be saved in the Word document. So in the file, in my folder, I want it to be saved in Word docs. So I'll just copy the path. You click on the address bar here. Control C will copy it, or you can right click and copy. You move back to your Excel and paste that here. You will do same for the PDF folder where you would want your PDFs to be saved. The same document in the PDF format where you would want it to be saved. You copy and then you paste that also there. Then now with the file name, maybe you want to identify your files with the first name and then the type of document. So this is an acceptance letter to a program. So I'm going to input equal to, I'll select the first name column and I'll add this function and the quotation mark. I want to leave a space between the first name and the rest of the file name. So I'll leave the space acceptance letter and I'll close it. Enter. So Excel will do the rest for me. I just have to drag it down and I have the first name and then acceptance letters. So I would save this Excel file, which is now my database, and then switch back to the Word document I'll be working on. So now this is my Word document. This is a mentorship program people have applied to. I want to keep this as a heading because in many letters of that sort, it will be the letterhead. And that is done. Now, the next thing to do is you would see that on my menu bar, I have a number of menus. Normally, you will not have this there. So I want to have the standard menu as you would have in your Excel. In your Word, just click on any one of them. Just click on any of the menus, go to customize the ribbon and select developer. Developer. Now, when you go to the developer menu, We have Visual Basic, macros, and all of that. Don't worry yourself with this. We just go to Visual Basic, go to Normal, and right click on that and import the file. The file is the file in the zip folder in the description. So you just select it and you load it. I've already loaded mine, so you'd see it here as model one. Don't worry about whatever code it's is here, but you can try to read through to understand if you are a tech person. But don't worry yourself with the code. Everything is done now. I'll just save and close it. So whenever I open my Word, I would have that macros running as doc and PDF mail merger do look. So I don't have to go through this process again once I've installed the macros on my Word document. Okay, so the next thing to do now is to import my database using the mailings. But before I do that, I want to verify if my data is rightly saved. So I would save this again and then close and open again just to be sure. So now back to my Word. I'm now going to insert what has been done into my Word document. So I'll go to the mailings option in the menu bar and I'll select recipients. So because I have a database I'm working with, I'll use an existing list and I'll find that in the folder sample data file form responses. And as you can see in the database, the first sheet the first sheet in the database reads form responses. So that is the table I want to use. So I'll go back there. Make sure that the first rows are the headings, which is the headings. Notice the mistake here, and it's on purpose. First name has been spelled wrongly. So I can go to OK. Now, I want to insert an address here for my recipient. So I'll just go to the address block. And there are so many types of address that can be inserted. The first name and last name, and the address will follow, or just the first name. Which in this case, because my first name in the database is wrong, it will not be able to identify it. Okay, so I need to now go to match fields and make sure the first name as Word acknowledges first name is matched to the first name in my database. This is to help you so that if your database doesn't have first name and something else, you can match them up here. Then you hit the OK. So now we have first name, last name, address, and we are good to go. That's the address block. And then the salutation, we're going to use a greeting line. Dear first name. So they'll give you examples. I'll use Joshua. That's the first name. And in places where the first name is missing, I want to use dear sir or madam. You can also use to whom it may concern. And that's that. I have my greeting line. So thank you for your application to, I want to add the date the person made the application on, and I will insert a merge field line. The timestamp is it. So this is done, and I can preview to see how it looks like. So for Ben Owusu, ABA University Kumasi, dear Ben, thank you for your application on the date he made the application to join. I can look for the next person, Obed Apia. Obed Apia, BCA School, Gulf City, Tema. Dear Obed, thank you for your application on. So that's that for about 16 applicants that I have. Once this is done, don't worry yourself with the finish and merge or whatever function is here in Word. Just head straight to your developer option and then you can run the macros. But I want you to see how it runs That's how it saves your document in Word and PDF format. So I'll open the Word window here, the Word folder on the side of my Word documents. And I'll open the PDF in another file, in another window with the Word folder also up. Great. Now, all I need to do is to go to my macros in Word and then select this macros, doc and PDF, mail merge, do loop. That is the VBA code that you have already installed in your Word. So I'll just run it and it will start to save it in the Word and PDF format for me. Depending on the speed of your PC, this should be done in some few minutes, depending on the speed and as well as the volume of data you're working with. So I have 16, and then right now I have all the 16 documents. You notice there was a blank document here already. So I have 17. So if I should open any of them, Emmanuel, I would have Emmanuel appear. Dear Emmanuel, thank you for your application, blah blah blah, everything in order. If I want it in the PDF version, Emmanuel, I would have that there. And this should make work easier for us all. If you found some value here, consider subscribing to my channel and liking this video as well, and do well to share with others. Thank you. See you in my next video.